It's time for another Project Tuesday wood chipper build. I decided I was going to run the wood chipper out of the shop this week and test the generator on a chainsaw with it. So I thought I'd give a little intro footage of me starting the four-wheeler. I hop on the four-wheeler and nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, maybe a little bit of a click. I hope it's not going to be one of those days. Well, maybe it'll pull start real easy. First pull. I actually got it on camera too. I popped off the seat, and I'm going to say that terminal might be the culprit. That's not looking too good. So I was going to work on this real quick, but I noticed that outside there are some shadows. You can't see out the dang door. Anyway, I saw some shadows going across the ground, so that means clouds are popping up. So, went out and looked, and sure enough, there's a big storm coming. And, zoomed out on radar quite a ways, and yep, there's a storm down there off on the left here, and it is heading straight towards me. It's going that direction, right at me. So, I need to go out and take care of some gardening stuff and whatnot before the storm hits. And then I'll come back and hopefully work on the wood chipper a little bit if we still have electricity. And I'm going to assume those clouds right there is what I see on radar. So one thing about living out here on the plains is I know when storms are coming from literally 100 miles away. Giving her just a little bit of a charge, but the battery is testing good, so I think it's just that connection. I don't think the battery is dead. We'll see. I'm going to start it without the charger on, that way I know if the battery is good or not. Neutral, it's a neutral. Really? To test this out, I think I want to take the jumper cables and go straight from the battery to the starter and see what's going on. Turn it on just for kicks. See if it accidentally starts. Okay. Must be the relay. Or there could still be corrosion somewhere else, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. It pull starts plenty easy. I got other things I want to do right now. I want to put it on the hitch and cut off that little temporary stand I spot welded on there. About cut my gas tank. Dang, that was close. Had my headphones on, and they just broke in and said that it's a severe thunderstorm warning now for a little bit west of me. So I don't know, I'm going to check radar. It didn't load quite right. But yeah, it looks like it's just heading straight north now, so no worries. I was just thinking, how am I going to start this thing? I forgot it doesn't have a pull start. I really need to make a pull start for this thing. I would probably use it more than I would the electric start. I just don't want to try keeping a battery on here for more often than it's going to be used. If I could afford it, I would like to put some supercapacitors on there instead of a battery. And I could make a little plug that plugs into the four-wheeler, because I have a winch plug back here on the back side of the four-wheeler. To charge up those supercapacitors real quick, and then I don't know how many times I'd be able to start it with those supercapacitors. I think that'd be pretty neat. Because I probably won't have the four-wheeler sitting right next to the wood chipper all the time. I envision that a lot of times I will be pulling trees down the trail to the wood chipper. I'm really not sure how it's going to end up working out. Alright, so I got my extension cord grabbed. I put a gallon of gas in it. and I'm gonna go figure out how to start this thing now. Oh, let's run jumper cables from the ATV battery back. We'll see if this works. I remember if I ran out of gas last time or not. Seems like in the back of my head I ran out of gas. Yeah, that's awesome. I had to use my grandpa's chainsaw. That's a little thing. Goes pretty good though. But mine is attached to an arm right now that I put on the end of my crane and cut down some branches with. I forgot about that, and I didn't want to spend the time taking it back off there. But hey, that little thing motors pretty good. I think with a good chain sharpening, it would motor a lot better, but heck, that engine didn't even know it was running that chainsaw. That's pretty nice. I'm very happy. That's all I'm going to do today. I really just wanted to see how good this generator was, and it runs at least that chainsaw really well. It'll probably run mine pretty good too. I think they're basically the same watt of draw for the chainsaws, so should be great. I am still contemplating the actual chipper part. I don't know if I've ever said it in a video, so I'm going to say it again, but what I'm contemplating right now is either making a flywheel chipper, like it seems like majority of them are, versus a drum chipper. And I've been kind of wondering how well a drum chipper would work vertical, because most drum chippers, they put the drum in this way, right? So I don't know. I've been reading a lot about the pros and cons of each style of chipper. When I first envisioned this, I was just going to make a flywheel chipper laid flat, easy peasy, get it done. But I don't know, the more I've been looking at drum chippers, the more I kind of like that idea. And yeah, I really do. I just like that idea. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Drum or flywheel style chipper? I decided to come up on top of the hill, give you a little look at the storm. There's the farm down there. And it's kind of off to the north already. It was a pretty fast moving storm. A little bit over here on the west.